Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Heading to Melissa's. I look so tired. I just haven't been. I've been sleeping alright since being pregnant, but the bigger I get, I don't sleep like, you know, like the greatest. But I'm meeting Melissa today. We're gonna do a little home shopping and go to my favorite store, Home Goods. And Melissa lives like more in the suburbs, and the suburb Home Goods has like the best stuff. Like the ones in LA are just like not, they're not business. But when you start leaving outside the city, they start getting really good. Even her Target is like so good. So we'll probably go to Target too if Melissa is okay with that. Maybe Ross, I don't know. We'll see how much I can get for her to come with me, like how much time she has. All right, let's go. Hey girl, you look so cute.
I'm wearing George's jacket.
Oh, it's really cute. Ready for our shopping days? Okay, Melissa told me about baby things.
The first couple of weeks after you get home from giving birth, it's really, really hard and really challenging the first couple of weeks, just because you're getting used to like the baby latching on, and like for me it was really hard. It seems easier, but it seems easy, but it's not. It's just having him like find you. It's really challenging. That's why like the lactation nurse at the hospital was like really helpful. The initial,
like the latching, right?
Yeah, so once they latch on, like for me the first 2 weeks, like I cried. Like it was so painful because you feel like you're cramping from like your Brittany all the way to your like to the top. Like you just, it's the most uncomfortable like feeling, and you can't do anything about it because you're feeding your child. Like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You kind of have to just stay there. Like there was times where I would just start crying, the tears would just come down, but then it goes away. And everyone told me the first couple of weeks are the hardest, and then it gets better, and they were right. Like pumping, does pumping hurt? Pumping does hurt, but I think what hurts more is when you're trying to get the baby to latch. Okay. That's the thing too, like if you're trying to, like if you're serious about your milk supply, you have to like basically once you finish feeding, you have to then start pumping. And that way like you can build your milk supply. Baby and then you pump right after. Because when even if nothing comes out, at least you're trying to get the milk flow going. And so it's helpful, even if you don't pump anything at all, don't feel discouraged, just keep going, because then the milk will eventually come. You just have to be patient and not give up, because a lot of people think, oh, I wasn't able to give my baby my milk, like I didn't produce enough. And people probably think like it comes like right out. No, like, but it doesn't. Yeah, and it's okay if you don't like get a lot in the beginning. I didn't, and then eventually you're getting like 4 ounces, 10. Like it's Ooh, that's a lot. You have to be patient. And I'm like, as big as my boobs are, they better make some breast milk. They're so huge right now. When you get checked to see if you've dilated, for me, that was more painful than like having contractions while I was in labor. And this is what I told all of my friends, and majority were like, oh my god, you're right, like I never wanted. What do they do to check it? Do they use a balloon thing, or is that to make it bigger? No, the balloon is during like when you're already like in labor. Yeah. Like your doctor towards the end, like maybe like a week or a couple days before your due date, they'll ask you, oh, do you want us to check if you've dilated? And so I didn't know like it was gonna be painful. They didn't prepare me, and I'm like, oh sure. I wanted to scream. I think I was like, like it was so painful. Like tears came down, and I told George, I don't want them to ever do this again. And so when they induced me, the midwives came in and they checked me, and I'm like literally holding George's hand and holding onto like the rail, and I was screaming like screaming because it was so painful for me. Everyone's different, but for me, I could not handle that pain. Did you hire a midwife, or your hospital just The hospital provides them. Okay. And I had to, and they were like the best. They help you stay calm. I don't know if mine has that. Yeah, I was really happy that they had that at the hospital. I feel like we took pictures here before, around here. Maybe. We probably,
like a while ago, back in the day.
Back in the day. I think those are the things that like I didn't know. And so I was like, well, I wish I knew, that way I can be prepared, because these are like big things, like, you know.
How long were you in labor?
Let me see. They induced me around 11 a.m. and then I didn't have them till 3:30 a.m. the next day.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Yeah.
11 a.m. you said?
Yeah.
And then
So it was
the
a
next day.
Thursday that I never left the hospital,
Yeah.
and then it was a Friday, like 3:30, 3 a.m.
Over 24 hours.
Yeah, but it, like
Kinda.
in the beginning when they induced you, like I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like nighttime that I felt. It was like close to like maybe 5 or 6 that I was starting to feel something.
Did they have to induce you, or you?
They did, because for the last month of my pregnancy, I kept going to the they monitor your baby's heart, and so every time that they would check me, they said, okay, we have to send you to triage to double check that your baby's okay, because you're contracting but you're not feeling them, and we're concerned that it's stressing the baby.
You were telling me that.
And so then so many times they would release me, you're fine, and then finally at like 38 and a half weeks, I never left the hospital. And luckily my mom was there with me.
didn't know.
And
they were
know.
like, okay, we're gonna induce
They're like,
you.
okay, we're gonna change you into a nightgown, or like change you into a robe. And I'm like, wait a minute, because they didn't do that before. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get discharged in a little bit. I'm like, wait, why am I changing? And she's like, sweetie, you're being admitted, and you're gonna have this baby today or tomorrow, or sometime this week.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
and then like they didn't have signal, so I told my mom, go call George outside, like let him know what's happening. And yeah, I didn't know.
That's
Like,
crazy.
we're going to induce you, because at this point,
Why didn't I know that? Well, I think I did know that. I might have forgot.
yeah, they said that we need to induce you now, because at this point you're full term, the baby's okay to come out, and we just don't want to risk it, that we don't know if he's stressing in there, and we'd rather not take that chance.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's fine, I don't care. I mean, I would have loved to have gone into labor naturally just on my own,
Yeah.
but I didn't want him to, like, I didn't know.
Yeah,
And then when I was starting to push, like, he had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, so I'm happy that we did that, because I don't know if we would have waited another week, what would have happened.
I was actually born that way too.
Yeah.
It wrapped around my neck. Yeah.
So,
all right, we'll continue this conversation later.
Now we're going to home shop.
Yeah. Sleeping baby. We got the baby. We're ready. We're at Home Goods. So excited. So already I need this tree stump for no reason. I actually really like these chairs. I love this. You know, we need like an island for the kitchen. This could kind of work. Wait, I think I need this. How much is it? $100. This is really cute.
It is really cute.
Danny's gonna be like, why did you get all this stuff you don't need? I think I'm very into this. I like these fancy cutting boards. Oh, it's like 10 to 100 pounds.
I know, they're
Forget
so
it. Loving these. Oh, this is only one cart of all the stuff we got. Oh, look at Zarai's hand. Mama. Hi, say hi.
And there you go. Thank you.
Oh, he wants this.
Cashier number 4, please.
You want that? Look, Peppa Pig. See Peppa Pig? This is the damage. We're gonna see if it fits in Melissa's car.
We're going, honey.
Look at this, all this stuff we got. It barely fits in the car. Poor Zarai squished.
We made it happen.
Most intense Home Goods trip ever. It was a successful trip, even though
It was like probably the most successful trip I've had. I didn't even buy anything.
Really?
I got hangers. But it was nice helping you. Because then now I'm so excited to start
to see how it
shopping
looks,
for
right?
mine. Yeah.
I know. It sucks to shop when you can't shop for yours.
I know.
I get it. We have I got some good stuff though, so I'm excited. And then I still need a lot more stuff though. This is like never ending.
I know. We have to make multiple trips because we didn't even get to World Market.
No, or Target.
Or the other home goods.
We can't even fit anything else in the car, so we have to stop shopping. So
We almost have
we'll
to-
do a part 2.
Yeah.
Up to the moon, just past the stars, rush to